Okay, well, hey, and welcome to part 4, I think. Is it part 4? I'm sure it's part 4 of the Model Railway Village, your Model Railway Village. Again, the series continues to be a hot source of controversial debate, but they're really popular videos. They're generating quite a bit of revenue, and the revenue is being used to not only fund itself, but to fund other projects like the Engage projects and stuff. So I'm going to continue with it for as long as it goes. There's been lots of rumours that it won't see right the way through to the end, and that it'll just basically fizzle out and die, or something else tragic will happen. They'll have supply problems and the whole thing will be cancelled. But, you know, whether it makes it all the way through to number 120 or whatever it is, or whether it only gets to number 14, I'm going to stick with it for as long as it goes. And I really want to see what the village is going to be like. So, today we've got number 4. Now, this is already kind of open, so I might as well just finish the job off. This is quite interesting because number 4 is going to be different. Number 1, you had the track and the coach, and then number 2 and 3 was the station house, wasn't it? And then number 4 is going to be something else again. So, let's have a quick look. Well, we also get what we think is the 4th and final part of the track mat. Their version of the track mat, which is much bigger, by the way. Much bigger. So, that's going to be interesting. I can now lay all those parts out if I have the room. I don't know if I've got the room, to be honest. But I'm going to try. I'll do it at the end of the video. I won't do it now. So I'm going to lay them all out as best as I can and show you what they're like all together. In fact, I might write on the back of them with a pen or something. You know, this is number 4 and the others are number 1, 2 and 3 and stuff. So that's that. We get what looks like a level crossing of some sort. Another piece of track. It's another straight in this case. And then your little village again, your little brochure, your little leaflet on your Model Railway Village, which is designed to be broken up and split into little bits. And so this one, number 4, looks at the hard-working Ginty tank engine. Well, that's quite cool. It is one of my favourites. Assemble your level crossing. Right, so is it... Oh, assemble! So is it that the entire thing is the entire level crossing in just this one part, number 4? That could be quite cool. Let's have a look. So there we go, yeah, level crossing with straight track. Assemble your level crossing and set it on a specially adapted length of straight track. What, this? Is there something special about... Oh, I must admit, I can see holes. It's got like little holes in the sleepers and stuff that the other parts haven't got. How intriguing. Looking for inspiration, we are full of ideas for adding your own individual touch to your model railway layout. Okay. Britain's Heritage Lines, the Watercress Line, a visit to the southern region, Mid-Hants Railway. And then the story of Britain's railways, the LMS Ginty 060 tank locomotive, a really useful engine. How Fowler's Class 3F tank engine became the workhorse of the LMS sidings. Right, so it does seem like you basically assemble the level crossing here and now, just in one bit. But again, like with part 3 and the station house, the assembly of all this will be done in a separate video, like part 4A or part 4 1.1 or whatever I end up calling it. So you'll have to look out for that. Assembling your level crossing, dry fitting. We suggest that at this stage you do not glue the parts together as many as you may want to remove the gates in order to decorate the pavements and road surface. Okay, interesting. Right. And then moving on, looking for inspiration. We have got plenty of ideas to help you create the perfect model railway. Well, how about fewer ideas and you just give us more of the stuff? I mean, that's what we're paying you for, right? It's a little bit cheeky. Model Railway Village includes a Gauge 1 railway. Beacon's Model Railway Village includes a Gauge 1. However, many of the trackside buildings are not to the same scale as the track. Interesting. Road signs. If you add signs to your layout, you should make sure that they are consistent with the period. For example, in the early 1960s, a country village will have had rectangular warning signs on black and white posts with a triangle at the top. Oh gosh. Well, that's quite good, I suppose, because it is all set in the 60s, isn't it, as you can see. So they are clearly trying to help you and make sure that everything is looking spot on and everything's going to be as authentic as possible. So that's going to be interesting then. Oh, it's quite a big feature. Model shops may seem intimidating. No, they're not. You just have to get to know them. You just have to start up a conversation and get to know them. Model shops may seem intimidating, but the best ones have layouts on display where you can find out more about building and running model railways. Not always accurate. Hamleys on Regent Street, London is a favourite venue. Yeah, a very expensive one. Favourite venue for enthusiasts of all ages. Model shops are also the best place to pick up necessities like paint and adhesives. Yep, I completely agree with that. You should see the range of stuff at Trident Trains. It's absolutely mind-boggling. We will also be giving advice on creating added extras such as pavements and a pond. So do not be tempted to buy items that will be included in your collection. Oh, hang on. Let me read that again. We will also be giving advice on creating added extras such as pavements and a pond. So do not be tempted to buy items that will be included in your collection. Interesting. So how do we interpret that then? Do we interpret that as in they're going to give us pavements and a pond and like maybe some of the fake water resin stuff that you pour in and then it dries and looks like water? Are they going to give us some of that in the future? Are they actually going to give us some? Or are they going to expect us to buy it? I mean, it sounds like they're going to send it you. They're going to give you and send you everything you need. But we already know from parts 1, 2 and 3 that that's not the case. They say that the buildings don't look weathered enough. So go out and buy some paints and make them weathered. Really confusing. That's a little bit odd, isn't it? Don't you think? A little bit strange. But I shall try to interpret it as best as I can. Details that count. 2 examples photographed at international displays, which is something fascinating. Right, so there's a little thing on alpine trees there, and then oh wow, working model. Road, rail, and canal come together at the Woodyard in this massive layout with extraordinary detail. Okay. And then we have a little section on the Watercress line. I've never visited. Well, at the time of filming this video, I haven't visited, so I'm definitely interested in doing that one day. But yes, we have something on the Watercress line. Down south somewhere. I know the Bluebell one is down south, but I don't know where the Watercress one is. Oops, it's splitting apart again already. Easy. Austin's Village. Looks really pretty, doesn't it? It looks beautiful. Hang on, the Watercress line. Is this the one with Corfe Castle? Or is that the Bluebell? Am I getting confused? Or is Corfe Castle something else? Is that something else completely? I'm not too sure. Yeah, maybe I'm getting confused. Anyway, so there's a little feature over to the side on the station signs that you used to find in the area, which is quite nice. I'll just fall apart then, see if I care. Right, so we've got a little feature. Oh right, Thomas the Tank Engine Day. Bit of an odd looking Thomas, but the diesel looks really cool. And then we've got a little feature on the LMS Ginty. A real little useful engine, really nice. I love them. I don't think any layout that's GWR or LMS based is complete without one, to be honest. And it's an 060, as we know, little tank locomotive. Bachmann do a beautiful example of it, and Hornby have been producing a railroad version which is cheaper for a long time. So it's definitely very easy to get one. And you can get obviously whichever suits your budget. Tech specs, cool. Oh, Fowler is a Fowler design locomotive. I didn't know that. LMS Fowler Class 3F Ginty. The 3F being F being for freight and 3 being the power rating. So fairly powerful, but nothing major. Not like a Princess Coronation or whatever. Oh, Ginty's Forerunner. The 1F locomotive set the standard for shunting. 140 psi, 15,000 pounds. They weighed 40 tons. See, this is all really quite intriguing. It's all really interesting. I mean, I know that you can find stuff out like this from sites for free, like Wikipedia, and you can obviously buy umpteen books that tell you the same thing. But to be given, you know, little bits of information like this, to be drip fed it, so to speak, week on, is quite nice. I really quite like it, so I'm going to enjoy reading it. And it's a nice little article, some nice photos and stuff. Although that doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, I was going to say that's something quite different, isn't it? The Hunset Austerity won the battle to be the Ministry of Supply's locomotive of choice during World War II. In Britain, more austerities have been preserved than any other class of locomotive. Wow! See, I did not know that. We learn something new every day. So, there we have... Oh, my phone keeps going off. So there we have part 4. And as I say, it comes with our, what we think is the last piece of the track mat and a level crossing, all self-contained, all good to go. So watch out for the little extra video on that where I'll be putting it all together. But I'm going to go get another little something to drink and eat and do part 5.